Welcome to Music Over Matter. Today we're doing a discussion about Mr. Morale. The day after this video comes up is the 1-year anniversary of Mr. Morale. And I still feel like it's a controversial album in the sense that some people don't like it, or people say it has no replay value, which I don't. I think it does have replay value.
That's just a hip-hop Twitter BS.
Okay.
Why be better type shit. What we're doing today is we just want to go track by track. We don't want to listen to it like we would normally talk about an album, because we don't feel as if this is an album that you can listen to like with a camera on you.
Yeah, and have a reaction.
Yeah, it's not like a reactionary album where it's crazy stuff happening. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're just going track by track and discussing. Let's just start track by track and kind of recount our memories of the first listen.
Yeah.
I remember when I heard United in Grief the first time, I was like, yeah, this is going to be a good album.
Yeah, I really like the intro for it. It's jazzy. Kendrick has always had that jazz sound to his music through Section 80, to Pimp a Butterfly especially. But it's like the chords on there are very jazzy. I like the drums on it in the second half a lot.
Because this kind of had the same thing throughout To Pimp a Butterfly. He had the story. I was screaming in a hotel room. This one is the tap dancing.
Yeah.
And this started it.
Uh-huh.
And the tap dancing is even less noticeable than, of course, him talking. So you didn't realize it until you got all the way through, damn near.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, there's tap dancing throughout this entire thing.
On one of the tracks, Stop Tap Dancing Around the Conversation.
Yeah.
I think that was near the end of the album.
Yeah, it is. I can't remember which song that is.
I think it goes into Purple Hearts, I think.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
So that would be We Cry Together.
Yeah, We Cry Together at the end of it. You're like, oh, okay. Yeah,
we'll get to We Cry Together. That's important.
Yeah.
Next is N95. So the music video for N95, right?
Uh-huh.
It's crazy.
I love that music video.
Yeah, we saw screenshots or pictures of that.
Oh yeah.
Back in like 2020 during
crazy.
COVID.
Yeah.
Those screenshots came out. That's how old this song is and how long he's been working on this album.
Uh-huh.
I remember seeing those and oh, Kendrick's gonna drop? No.
He's gonna drop a rock album,
we still got a couple of years before he drops.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's crazy that he had that music video saved for so long. And of course N95 referencing the masks.
I remember on first listen, I actually didn't like the track as much. I love the track now. I think it was just kind of a contrast to the first one a lot. And I felt like it was more radio, which I think of that as Damn, which some of the songs on Damn I don't like.
Yeah.
But now I think that song banging. I love that song. I listen to it almost every day, going to work and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love N95. Yeah. I think I felt the same way. You out of pocket. I don't know how I skipped to that perfect. That's kind of impressive.
Pocket. That hook is so good.
So good. The first time I heard it, though, I didn't like it. I agree.
I think I laughed during it. Yeah. Super abrasive, and it was out of place, but it fits perfectly.
Next is Worldwide Steppers. Mm-hmm. I don't remember this track at all.
Really? Okay, so that one is that one...
I have to listen to it real quick. I remember this one being forgettable as hell.
Yeah, but he says a lot.
Oh, okay, we haven't even mentioned that yet. Kodak is an important part.
Yeah, and that was very controversial.
I don't think anyone was thinking that would happen.
Yeah. That was a big controversial.
I do remember this track now. Yeah, this is
a killer. She's a killer.
Bitch.
She's a killer. She's a killer.
Bitch. Yeah. Okay, I do remember that track. That track is forgettable, but it is important to the album, and that's a sound that continues through the album. Melancholy type, drudgy sound.
Yeah. But he also said on that song a lot that would come up later on the album, like infidelity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even catch that on first listen.
Yeah.
He talked about that until later. I'm like, oh, he talked about that on this track, but he actually fully developed it.
That goes into people that say this has no replay value are dumb. Because it's like a movie where you pick things up if you listen to it again.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Yeah.
I don't think there's much to be said about that track. Die Hard, one of my least favorite tracks for sure.
I don't think I liked it that much on first listen, and it's still kind of cold to me.
It's too happy, if that makes sense. It doesn't fit the album very much.
Yeah.
It's kind of upbeat, and it's kind of strange. Blast, of course, is amazing.
Yeah.
But it's nothing against the actual vocals or anything. I just don't like the track, how it came together.
Yeah.
Moving on to one of the best tracks, which is interesting. Father Time.
On first listen, that was the track that intrigued me the most.
Yeah.
I don't know why. The first few ones, I was like, but yeah, that track fully brought me in to the album. Be like, okay.
Yeah, I remember we talked about this when it first came out, and I was like, that album was really good. I like it a lot, and you're like, I don't know. Yeah, I was more like on it like immediately, and I've fallen off of it while you've grown to it, which is kind of interesting. One of the most important songs Kendrick has ever written.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest.
A lot of this album is.
Yeah, oh for sure. But Father Time like is above Kendrick, talking about like daddy issues and stuff with men, and like emotions with men, which is like super important even outside of Kendrick's discography, just like in general that topic. So yeah, I love Father Time. Yeah, Sampha, of course.
One of my favorite off the album. Yeah,
actually goated. Okay, now we get into Rich Interlude. Don't have to mention that much.
No, a good
Rich Spirit.
Okay.
The best song on the album. Second best. I'm sorry.
That's up there.
Second best.
At least top 3.
We listen to this one.
Oh, I love this song so much. This is also just a banger.
The beat is. Wow.
The shit away, the aloof Buddha. I'm Christ with a shooter. Praise to Muhammad. And my cousin tried to sue me like he got the privilege, but I didn't lose sleep because I got the spirit. Bitch, I'm attractive.
Yeah.
Fuck what you know more. Fasted.
Every time I hear this song, have you watched the music video for it?
I have not.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good music video. It's a very odd music video, but he like dances like that. How slow it is, that song. It's really good.
But it's slow and powerful. It's also insane. You're to this point in this album, and every song sounds totally different. But they all are cohesive. Yeah. Which is insane. Next is the most controversial and talked about track on this entire album, which was "We Cry Together."
Yeah. That
very powerful. You will never listen to it outside the album, but is super important for the album. I don't think much needs to be said.
Yeah.
Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. Like some of the things that Kendrick talks about in it is kind of like awkward a little bit, but I don't know if he's in character or not. Like that's why R&B don't on each other's tongue or whatever. I forget.
Oh yeah, no, I think he's in character, but also what he's saying he kind of means.
Yeah.
Because it is.
I mean, it has to mean something.
It happens. It happens. Yeah. So it's like I think he does mean it. Yeah. He's playing a character probably, but like he's like, I'm playing a character, but this is what I actually mean. You know what I mean?
And it's crazy how it rhymes. You don't notice that.
Yeah.
Literally, they're going back and forth rhyming, and it's nuts. And that's an Alchemist beat, and that is actually perfect for it.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, We Cry Together is nuts.
Yeah.
This is my least favorite on the entire album. Next is Purple Hearts.
Is that has the Ghostface Killah at the end, right? Yeah.
Ghostface Killah feels so forced. I love Ghostface Killah. Like when he has a feature, he goes hard. But it feels extremely forced, and the song to me doesn't do anything.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It kind of just is like the after We Cry Together. I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's kind of just like
yes, but I feel like if that disc would have ended with We Cry Together,
it would have been
super powerful and kind of wrap up that entire disc.
Yeah, because that's the Big Steppers side.
Yeah, it is weird that you put the Big Steppers side first. That's always strange.
Yeah, me too. But
it's literally called and the Big Steppers. But the Big Steppers and Mr. Morale wouldn't sound good. Yeah. Next is Count Me Out.
Okay, this is on the second disc, so we're on the Mr. Morale side.
Yeah, we're on the Mr. Morale side. Perfectly uses the exact same sample as United in Grief.
But like it's not exactly the same, but
no, it's not. It's the same sample, but it's different parts of that sample.
Yeah. When I heard that on first listen, I think we were both like that. I've heard this before, and I've seen people's reactions, multiple reactions. They forgot that it happened earlier. So people are like, I've heard this before. Yes, you have earlier in the album.
Maybe like 40 minutes ago. I like Count Me Out.
Count Me Out is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like Count Me Out. I like United in Grief more, though, if we're comparing the two, but you don't really have to.
I like Count Me Out more.
I love United in Grief. Like, just the... United in Grief is almost, like, hypnotic to me. Yeah, it's literally hypnotic. I love Count Me Out, though. Kendrick literally kills it.
That song, to me, it encapsulates, like, moments. That song has so many moments to it.
Like the moments of the album.
Yeah, like I think it's Sam Do on this song too. He comes later on the album, but him singing like just refrains between Kendrick's verse. I think the beat is fire. The fuck it up, fucking it up. And I'm like, that shit goes so hard. And then, good energy in the room, drop your location, please. I love that part so much. Fame to me is a game to me with a bedroom mat.
And he goes hard on this song too.
And it's also kind of crazy on this album. He sings A lot more than he
lot.
ever has.
And I like it a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I love when you count me out. I love when you count me out. Fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fuck it up, fucking it up. Call 911.
Caught a body. That part's
Yeah.
so hard. The beat on this is so good.
Yeah.
Like, it's so dynamic.
Good energy in the room, drop your location, please.
Moving on any other album, this would be the saddest song. But on this one, not even
It's
close.
crazy how it isn't.
It's Crown.
Yeah.
Crown is another forgettable one to me, and I know you really like it.
I mean, I don't listen to it outside the album. Again, it's one of those songs that you don't. I think on this on first listen almost made me cry. I can't please everybody. I mean, it's
Yep.
literally, it's so true. And ever since that song came out, that is literally like the story of how I feel. Before that, I never even thought of that term before, or like connected with it.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Yeah,
But
I see what you mean.
that was a very like moving song to me.
Yeah, and I think Crown kind of emphasizes in this album certain hip-hop music you'll say, oh, you can only relate to it if you lived in the ghetto, if you lived in the hood. Or like certain things will be like, oh, you can only relate to that if you're in a certain financial position.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
oh, you can only relate to that if you're making millions. Kendrick in this song, or this album in general, he connects to the listener at a very deep level.
Yeah, it's
doesn't matter your race, economic
It's
level.
like basic human emotion.
Yeah,
that like some people.
That's
don't
what he
really
does
know.
on this album, which is phenomenal.
Yeah.
That like some other artists just aren't able to tap into at like a really personal level. All right, moving on from Crown.
Yeah.
Definitely sad. The craziest.
sad.
I don't know what else to say. Probably another one of the most crazy songs that people talked about was Silent Hill with Kodak. No one could have bet money on that. That Kodak would be an important part of this album.
Yeah, I think there was like jokes about it too. I've heard things about. I don't remember like before the album, but people literally joking Kendrick Lamar featuring Kodak Black on like
Yeah.
a song or something like that, and it literally happened.
Silent Hill is another one of those songs.
It is more forgettable, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean,
It's a very different vibe.
yeah, I mean these songs, this album to me, this album is phenomenal, but I'm not listening to like most of the songs outside of the album.
Yeah.
That's not saying a bad thing. That honestly means that the album is so conceptual within itself. But yeah, Silent Hill I don't listen to much.
Yeah,
but it's still a good song.
It's so Playboy Cardi.
Oh yeah, the beat is...
Push these bitches off me like push these niggas off me like
Yeah, I forgot how hard the beat is.
Yeah, that song is like really Cardi.
Yeah.
I seen other people talk about that in
Yeah.
that way.
Next is the part that when I saw the track list, I was so hype. I was waiting to get to this
I
part.
kind of forget what's after.
That's the Savior interlude and Savior.
Okay, yeah.
Because it has Baby Keem on it.
Oh yeah.
Savior interlude's all Baby Keem.
Not much to say on it.
Yeah, and then there's Savior, which is
Yeah.
the best track
That
on
is-
the
yeah,
album.
That's me and your favorite track.
Yeah, Savior's the best track. I think objectively.
I listen to this song all the time.
And
It's
Savior is
all-
also my favorite Baby Keem Kendrick collab to this point. It beats out Family Ties for me.
Yeah, it does.
Beats out Vent, beats out Range Brothers.
Yeah. This was also my favorite song that came out of 2022.
This beginning is so important,
Yeah.
but he is not your savior.
I don't know if you know about that, but it was not LeBron at first. I mean, it was always LeBron listening to it, but the lyrics on Apple Music, I believe, it said, "Ye told you to speak loud, but he is not your savior."
So it was Ye first.
It was Ye, and he cut him and put LeBron there, which is also kind of weird because all the other ones are rappers. Kendrick, Cole, Future, LeBron. He's
That's
something
interesting.
too.
I didn't know that.
Oh, really? Okay, yeah.
I feel like he should have kept Ye. Why did he cut Ye? Oh, it's probably because that's when Ye's going off the rails.
Maybe, but
When this album came out.
yeah, but what song did he talk about? Like when? Oh, that was earlier on the album. When Drake got back with Ye, I was lightly confused.
That is...
I'm not as mature as I think. I got some healing to do.
That's on Father Time.
There's a lot of people who produced it, but Cardo is the main one who did the drum pattern.
Wait a minute.
There was like reverse snares and perks. Bitch, are you happy for me? Really? Are you happy for me? Smile on my face, but are you happy for me?
Wait.
Really wanna know? I will get solo. That part is so hard. Them just going back and forth. 365 for me. Really
put it so
wanna
far
know
back?
Vladimir making nightmares. Oh.
When this album came out, I think it's in Mirror later on, where he talks about, like, people just are sheep, basically. And if you talk out of line...
Fuck Your Dead or Be Different. That's on this.
Yeah. Oh, is it on this song?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those songs where, like, they said, like, Kendrick abandoned people, I'm like, you're missing the entire point.
I mean, if you think he's your savior, you're on.
Yeah, you're missing the entire point. That also goes into Mirror, which is later. Next is Auntie Diaries.
Yeah.
That had a very controversial moment because of the end part.
And also just
the entire
song.
thing. But at the end, he says, like, if you let a white girl say the N-word. Important song for Kendrick's discography.
Yeah.
Of course, you're not listening to that outside, but very important to the album. Because he's literally talking about everything. Next is Mr. Morale.
Yeah, I love this song. Good Pharrell beat. It was one of the worst performances I've seen in my life.
Oh yeah, the beat is crazy.
Stepping away.
Yeah, Mr. Morale, the beat on there is crazy. Mr. Morale is just one of those songs now that the choir throughout the entire album is just unreal.
Yeah.
If you've been watching this channel for a little bit and watching our videos, there's going to be a theme here where I'm an absolute bitch for choirs. Every time I hear a choir, bro, I'm like, oh my God.
Too.
Next, the hardest song to listen to on the album. Mother I Sober.
Yeah. That one is...
This shit is so sad.
It is.
This shit is so sad. I'm not even gonna...
I don't even want to talk about it.
I don't want to listen to it.
Oh yeah, we're not listening to it.
It's so sad.
But Kendrick is like, it's crazy, like how he made that song. Because like before it was, like his saddest song was You, by far. It was literally, You was his saddest song. But he sounds literally dead on that song. And that also goes over Infidelity, which he brought up earlier on the track list. Or on Worldwide Steppers, which I didn't catch on first listen. But this one like reinforced that. This is what happened. This is what happened. This is what happened. It's like, holy shit, dude.
Yeah, Mother I Sober is so unbelievably sad. It's probably one of the saddest songs I've ever heard. And it's insane.
On first listen, did you think it was a two-part song? Mother/Sober? And it was like,
no.
Because Mother I Sober, I've never heard like that before.
Fair.
I've seen that too. Like someone else is like, oh, I thought it was a two-parter.
Interesting. Yeah, I didn't, I guess. Okay. Maybe it didn't even cross my mind that it could have been.
Okay.
But yeah, holy shit. Last, we're not counting the hard part 5 because it's just a single added on. Mirror. When I saw the discourse about Mr. Morale when it first dropped, the opinions that I saw on it, it literally goes back to, I think Jay-Z says it in Renegade. Do you people even listen to music or do you just skim through it? Okay. Mirror, the discourse that I saw about this album, Mirror shows that perfectly.
I know.
Mr. Morale, he's literally telling you, he is telling you, I'm done trying to save the world. Yeah. I'm worried about myself.
Literally you can't grow waiting on me. Yeah. Like, dude.
And
did you not listen to the album?
People are saying, oh, this one's not going to be as impactful on the world as To Pimp a Butterfly. I'm like, did you even listen to the album, bruh? If your argument to this album is that, oh, it didn't impact the world or impact X as much as one of these, you did not listen to it. Because he's telling you.
I chose me.
We say that all the time.
I chose me, I'm sorry.
Like, dude.
And again, the hypnotic beat like that.
The finger, cause critical thinking is a deal breaker. Faith in one man is a ship sinker. Do yourself
a favor. The album in one lyric.
Faith in one man is a ship sinker. It's like,
and people don't listen to it. Unreal.
I know.
All right. That's the entire album. Yeah. So if you can't tell, we love Mr. Morale.
Yeah.
Where do you rank it in his discog? I rank it after To Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid.
Yeah, me too. I think most people say that, unless they say Damn is first. But
people say Damn's better than this. This album kind of cemented to me, if it wasn't already cemented, the argument for Kendrick being the greatest rapper of all time, real. Because you can argue To Pimp a Butterfly is the greatest rap album or hip hop album of all time. You can also argue Good Kid.
Yeah.
And they're in the same discography. The fact that he isn't top 5 on some people's lists. So yeah, let us know what you think of Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers in the comment section below. And let us know what your favorite track off of it was. What was your first reactions when listening to it?